Well, everybody, we have all seen the video now of the 7060 we have now dubbed him Neil, the mechanic. She has since been away, got tidied up with a bit of paint work done, rims sorted out, new tyres on, and we've brought her back up to George and David, the boss men here at Slemish Tractors. Tell me, boys, how delighted are you when you see her back tidied up?
Oh, she looks the part. She's
Does she genuinely please you, Dave?
Oh, she's mighty good. Mighty good. If you could leave all your tractors like that there.
Sold her too cheap.
Hey, don't you start. You see that there? There's always someone with a bit of sense somewhere talking. George,
no, she looks well.
Tell us a little bit about Slemish Tractors. A little bit about the history. It wasn't always blue, but for some reason you steered it that way.
It started off Slemish Tractors as a hobby.
A hobby?
A hobby,
You just
yes.
waking up and go, I want to sell tractors?
I worked at tractors all my days, and farmers around the area asked me about tractors and work at them and fix them. And
David, do you know your way around or as just as well, or are you more into the straight hardcore machinery?
Oh, I just like the blue stuff, and the 7610 sort of was my tractor whenever I was a child. Sort of.
So over the years then, George, you've got the engineering background.
Yep.
That's super job. You've had an interest. Local guys have asked you a bit about selling machines. How has it went from those early days to what we know was in those shades?
well, we at the start we kept a mixture. We tried International. Maybe it was the first tractor I bought, a 684 two-wheel drive International.
Okay, they would have been
cab.
popular enough.
Oh, at that time it was. And then the Fords, 5.6s and 6.6s, that type of thing. And then I tried an odd Massey or two. 390 was the bread and butter of the Massey. 390, and then the 390T came.
And that was your era of when you get into the tractors. And then he came along.
When David left the school, he started here. I had still kept my job at engineering. And then when he left the school, he came home here and
as the real
progressed from there.
Why so much New Holland now? Because it's really 99% has to be New Holland. Is that a fair comment, David?
It would be, aye. And we would be just always trying to buy New Hollands, so at every time. I'm kind of Ford, as keep looking at Fords and study the price of Fords, and we'll be always concentrating just to keep buying Fords, and it kind of has fell to our hand with this area. There's a lot of Fords in this area, and then Neil working to us through the Fords.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Coming from that sort of background, your father and working in the engineering, you've kind of, is it a fair comment to say, mastered the New Holland, as in about the tractor, you have Neil. I mean, we don't have to explain, everybody has seen he's able to go through the tractor inside and out.
Well, we gradually got more into New Holland because we could sell more New Holland. And Massey and John Deere, they were harder to sell. So we started getting more New Hollands, and it progressed on and progressed on.
I'm offended now, see you later.
But in saying that, if I seen a pound in a Massey or a John Deere, I would still buy it. If I could see money in it, I wouldn't walk by it. Put it that way.
Behind you is the very well known Braid Valley, and it's infamously a blue area. There's a lot of blue tractors in this part of the world.
We sell blue, Gareth, all over the country, all over Northern Ireland, everywhere.
And I'm a wee bit annoyed now, to be honest with you. There was a tractor I had my eye on's no longer here.
Well,
aye, that was that old you said. Just what you said there. If I see a pound, I'll sell it.
Oh.
I thought you were going to keep it for me, and you sold it to the other end of the country, I do believe.
That's right.
The 190's gone.
That's a way to Cork.
We're in this business to make money, as you know, at the end of the day, and so somebody comes along with the money, that's that's what happens.
They have to go. You know.
Talk me round some of the tractors that you have in stock, David, because I mean, you go up into that, the far shade, right? I'm going to call it the big shade. I'm not saying it's physically any bigger, but it's got all the big tractors in it. You have everything. Like the 7060 is a 12-year-old tractor now at this stage, 7,000 hours on her. But she's nowhere near the creme de la creme of what you have up in there. The last day I was in, you had 270s, you had 230s, 225s, 210s. You've done tractors in there as fresh as a win 100 hours.
I like to try and get the range if you can.
But how do you get them?
That's not
Well,
easy.
you need to be in the know. It takes a lifetime to build up the contacts, and I have them all built up over the years in the UK.
I have heard about you slipping about the UK there and as we say, you're piecing her up a tay there and then doing a wee bit of wheeling and dealing now. I've been doing my investigations. I don't know, as an example, what would be a low hard tractor in there for sale?
There's a T5 120 in there with 800 hours. Sitting in there with a loader on it, 2018.
We seen a lovely 235 going through whilst we were in this journey here. And it was heading off. You were literally, it was sitting in that shade looking out. It was like a little more than 1,000 hours on it. It was a lovely tractor. You know.
We got another 270 blue power, and did you see it?
You'll have to see it.
Oh, I need to get a wee look at it now.
Oh.
We were out with this tractor already, just so before we brought it back, we took it out. We took it to Honeyford's. It went up against a Blue Power 270 on exactly the same trailer, the big tri-axle, and Gary reported back to me that she was doing well. She was holding her own. Now we would expect the blue, of course we're expecting the 270 to have the edge, but she was holding her own, which
So
is
that was good.
that's pretty mighty now.
Yeah.
What do you think of the tyre choice, Connor?
The them tyres looks well on,
Looks well
and I would
on.
say they're good. They're good gripping tyre them.
The reports are they're a very early tyre, and we were with JB and we interviewed them about this new Seat brand. They're doing very well, but they're still very new. So I don't know. So have you met your targets for the year, boys? Are you happy?
Yes, the
Are you-
targets more or less met.
Nah, it's not too bad, aye.
So you're,
You always like more if you can, but
of course,
sure,
but
No, we'll meet the target all right.
But you
do
guys do that to yourselves. That's one of the things I like just when chatting to you. Is you set yourselves your targets, you know, and you push and you advertise and you're out there and you're trying to meet the target. And like every year is different. This has been difficult times with COVID. Getting over to England, you're explaining to me to see tractors.
But there's a lot of the tractors, Garth, that we get coming in. We see them. We have a pile of emails in there coming. You're helping the dealers price them. You know, that's why we're getting some of the brave good stuff. You're underwriting them and helping them, guiding them in the sort of a price to get it in. You know,
That is right. And for them, they're really, let's be honest, they're looking at moved on because they're looking the new one that's coming in to replace it. The factories need that. They need the new ones moving. They need to encourage and incentivise guys to move fresh second-hand ones on. It's all about keeping the circle. And a lot of the tractors you're selling are probably sub $5,000, which means they have a lot of life left in them.
Oh,
that's right. Aye. Oh, aye. Like you take that tractor there, up again that 270 blue power shirt. A new 270 blue power of the day could maybe be 120 or 30,000. That tractor there's only a wee bit of the price of it, maybe 100,000 cheaper, not doing the same job.
I don't know, well, for a period of time. Although I wouldn't run down the blue power now.
They're just a class of their own. Like, but
Are you selling this one cheap in here, or what's the story?
no, sure. All our tractors are cheap.
I to you. Well, look, guys, thank you very much for allowing us to video the journey of the tractor with you guys. We were in the market for a tractor, and I think, let me try and word it the way Gary worded it to me after the dyno day. Gary turns around to me and he goes, and you wanted a 190, and he just laughed. he's bang on right. There's a tractor coming from you guys to suit us. We want a bit of noise, we got a bit of noise. We want a bit of power, we got a bit of power. The dyno was there, you've got it set up. We wanted to give it the best chance. It maybe looked quite complicated, but actually a big lot of what Neil did in that tractor was routine.
That's right, yeah.
We added the lights. We wanted to show that we can put those lights on, and what great light they put out. The front PTO was really the only unknown you had in that tractor. And that was fairly easy to sort.
just costly.
Well, that was, hey, I went for the full package. And you know, and that's sort of my point. There's a tractor out. I would be more than happy and confident putting that tractor into hard work.
Yeah.
Air brakes, 50k, isobus, and all of that working.
We thank you very much for coming up and doing it. It was a pleasure to assist you in it, and wish you all the best there in the future.
Oh, we will do, and you know, I told Neil there was a 10,000 hour warranty on it.
Maybe get another one. Maybe another blue one will come sometime.
Higher.
You wouldn't know.
Don't rule it out. There's a soft spot for the blue ones now, and I've always had a soft spot for the blue ones. But no, guys, thanks very much. And you know, if anybody wants, the website's there. All the tractors are on it. Slemish Tractors. Take a flick through. Don't look unless you want to see blue ones, because that's pretty much what you're going to see on there, and a lot of them. And appreciate it.
I'm just